Welcome. This podcast is a series of candid conversations exploring the human experience from a completely new perspective. In it, we will be diving deeply into the meaning of commonly used words and pointing you away from that old stressful way of looking at life and towards a new paradigm. This will help you find a sense of calm, cultivate meaningful relationships, and create harmony in every aspect of your life. Here is Navigating Life with Ease with Michaela, Ellis and Clare, Downham.
Hey, Clare.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Very good, very good.
You're in Trevor, I see.
I am in Trevor the motorhome. Autumn has hit the UK, or definitely the north of England anyway. So yeah, we've definitely been. If I sway a bit, you'll know what's happening because the wind is quite lively here. So be away. So do you have a word for me?
I do indeed. It is try.
Oh, that's a good one. I think my first thing that comes to mind is that I find myself doing that a lot less these days. Yeah, a lot less. I remember when I did my hypnotherapy training, actually. This is like years and years ago, because that was my first business, was hypnotherapist. And they said, don't ever use that word. Don't use it in hypnosis. And I can't really remember the full story of why you shouldn't use it, but they said, don't try it because it's suggesting that you might fail. I think that was the kind of underpinning theory about it. But I think it used to feel like everything was something I had to try at really hard, to the point of exhaustion. And for me, as a self-identified high-achieving woman, which I've really had a revelation about in the last few weeks, that was just, there was all this trying in the outside world, trying to get it right, trying to get it perfect, trying to get to the next step of my career, trying to make other people behave properly. I've got inverted commas, everybody who's just listening. Trying to get things to be how I wanted them to be. And massively that was motivated by the need to feel, well, I kind of pinned it down now towards feeling worthy, feeling good enough, feeling like I was, it just was enough, really. And it was exhausting. And I definitely took that model of life from being in employment into self-employment big time. And again, it felt like trying to do it right, trying to do it perfect, trying to find the way that was going to make the business grow, or, all that kind of, really, really heavy stuff. And even just now, as I'm talking about it, there's this heavy feeling like, when we're living from that place of, I guess, trying and control probably come together. So we're kind of living from this place of, I've got to control everything. And that means I've got to try lots of different ways. I've got to try really hard. I've got to work really hard at it. I've got to persevere because it's all down to me. And I think maybe now I probably don't think it's down to me as much as I did before, that there's my connection to something kind of greater than that has this capacity to sort things out without me needing to try so hard. And it's really funny because you might think, like, I think in the past I would have thought, well, if you're not trying, what are you doing? Sitting on the sofa watching Netflix and eating chocolate? That's what that would be for me. Like if I'd come across somebody who said, oh, well, I don't really try in life, I'd be like, well, you lazy sons, what are you doing with your life? If you're just not trying hard, what are you doing? Are you really just doing nothing? And it's the exact opposite, actually, is when you're not so caught up in control and trying really hard, and you just kind of do have this sense of trust, I suppose, for me, I notice my creative juices and my creative potential and the things I'm doing and making has gone through the roof, like really gone through the roof. Is much, much more than it ever was before. So isn't it interesting that, all those stories we tell ourselves, and I don't know about you, but I just think my upbringing was kind of that way out. It was, Northern England in the 70s and 80s, you to try hard because that's what life was all about. No, it's my best Yorkshire accent there, but that's kind of what it was. I think we were brought up with, if you're not trying hard, then you're a slacker. I mean, that you are slack. You're lazy. You're going to be going to be on the dole. That's what we call it over here. The social security or whatever. It's called the dole. You're not going to make anything of your life, and it feels more and more like nonsense with that. I'm interested in why that subject came to mind. Where did that look?
One moment, Claire, your audio is popping in and out a bit. Just the last maybe 30 seconds.
Right, is it okay now?
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
I think I might have been fiddling with it a little bit. There we go. I won't touch it again.
Okay, stop touching it.
So I'll ask that question again.
Yes.
Why that word? Has there been something coming to mind for you about it?
Yeah, I had a conversation with someone just recently, and I wish I would have counted how many times I heard her say the word I'm trying. And there was a feeling to it. And so over the last couple of days I love the perspective that you shared just now, because there was a feeling of effort and try and doubt, like kind of, oh, okay, I'll give it. It wasn't with that tone, but that was the feeling of it. All right, I'll give it a try, but not really. It's like half. Oh, I was just going to swear. Half effort, and that was the word too, effort. This trying felt like effort. Even the thought of trying it felt effortful, and there was sort of a heaviness to it. And because I waffled today on, like, is it trying, or is it what is it actually, or is it committing? And it's just like, no, take the commitment out, just to stay with this word try, because there's something else. Like so there's that way, which is very familiar to me. This, okay, I'll try it. And it does, to me, even it feels hard. Or it's like this place of curiosity. Let me try that. Let me give that a go. Let me go, and coming at it more from a place of curiosity and wonder and like anticipation, or what could happen. Like if I try that, even with trying different foods, I do enjoy trying different foods. I love, the, what do you call it? When you have the long sticks and you cook your meat in the broth or the oil or whatever. I can't remember what it's called, right at the table. Anyways, but there's usually a variety of things. There's bread and there's different. We went to a place once where they had snake and shark and like different stuff. I don't know if that's cool anymore, but it was just like, I would never order it, but it's like, I'd like to try it. But it wasn't like, I don't know, it was a different energy. So there's a little bit about the energy or the attitude or the what you're coming out with it. Are you doing it because you want to? Then it feels like it's going to be coming from a place of curiosity and wonder and excitement. And if it's like, okay, I'll try it, and it's like, if you're not feeling it from the inside, if you're not getting this nudge to do it from your inner being, your spiritual being that wants to, do different things, test things out. It's a whole different feeling. And then this sort of, we did that talk yesterday together. Thank you for that, on Insight Timer, about being you, and you had brought up the human design and it's like, wow, this aspect of this, from this perspective of looking at humans, there's something in human design called the profile. And the number 3 line is all about trial and error. Now, to me, I see it as from the energy of, let's try this, let's give this a go. And with curiosity, so it's a different kind of feeling. And it's like, and those people with that line, you cannot hold them back from trying all different kinds of things and see how they turn out, and then adjusting and trying something new. So yeah, it was interesting. When I first heard this, I was starting from the heavy try and effort, and that's a waste of time. Like, don't even bother. Don't waste your energy trying. And then I saw this other perspective too. It's like, oh, unless you're inspired to give it a go and see what happens. Yeah, that's kind of where it came. And it's like, this is a curious word, because I've said that too. It's like, take the word try out of your mouth. But it's like, no, maybe only if you're coming at it from that perspective of, I should do this, others are doing it, okay, I'll try it. I had mentioned that, LinkedIn has been something I don't have a present. How do I say? I have an account and I never go on. And I recently became aware of this challenge of learning how to do LinkedIn. And it's like, okay, I don't have time, but I'll sign up, and, later I'll look at the information when I'm ready. And it's just like, ooh, it's something that I want to try, from that energy of, not really, but I could give it a go. And it's like, oh my gosh, no, maybe at some point in the future, I'll feel inspired to, it's like, hey, how does it go and how does that work? But right now, no, that is not the energy behind trying. So anyway, that's kind of what I've been sort of seeing about that. So yeah.
Yeah, I like the different definitions of the word, really. So there's the kind of try, like we've been saying, the efforting, the controlling, the like really, the kind of almost dragging yourself through treacle to do something. But then the other, and I guess that's, efforting, that feels like efforting. But the other one is more that kind of trying something out, experimenting, I guess would be another word to say that. And that's got a completely different energy. And I think that one is something that can often be hard in some ways, to do something that I think maybe that the experimenting one can often come with that sort of, I've got a really good idea. So I've got this idea, it's something completely different. I can see nobody's doing this like this. But it feels, it's got that lovely felt sense of, oh wow, wouldn't it be cool to do that? Wouldn't it be cool to try that out? But then how often almost like the efforting one comes in with its little, oh, that's going to be really hard though, isn't it? You have to like try really hard to do that. You don't really want to do that, do you? That's going to be, oh God, can you imagine how much work that's going to take? And anyway, when you do it, everybody's going to think it's a bit rubbish. So why would you bother? And almost like they're almost like popping up together in a way, aren't they? Like the two energies, the one which is like an excited kid, wanting to literally like try all the different foods on the buffet, or try all the sweeties in the sweet shop and just see which ones kind of feel good. And like that in business, you really can play a game, and you can just keep rolling the dice and seeing where it goes and having loads of fun. But how often does that kind of It's all too much like hard work. That rocks up, doesn't it? And then there's really a felt sense of that in the body, isn't there? Like there's a real kind of, that the body feels heavy. I sometimes think it feels like I'm lying on my back and somebody's actually like a big, 25 stone bloke is sat on my chest and I'm going nowhere, It feels just really, really uncomfortable and heavy and can't really move forward. And it can make you feel quite tired and lethargic, and but that you started off with this inspiration to do something, and then that can so easily get, because the felt sense of it makes us think that we can't act and that we can't do things. And I often say to my clients, your thoughts and feelings don't know what you're capable of, but my God, do they think they do? Do they, if we believe them, they can hold us back big time. Imposter syndrome, perfectionism, and the inner critic kind of rock up and just make everything seem like it's going to involve a lot of trying and a lot of hard work and a lot of efforting. When really, if we almost trust that initial little spark, and we just go with that, and all we have to do actually when we feel that is try. It's just do something. Like I'm doing quite a bit on YouTube. I'm starting to do a bit on YouTube now, and I literally am. I've got myself a selfie stick, and I'm literally going for my walk. And when I'm listening to some podcast, and when I just feel inspired, I just switch off the podcast and go, right, I'm going to make a 10-minute video about something that I feel inspired to talk about. And that's kind of just giving it a shot. Giving it a shot's another way to say it, isn't it? Just giving it a go and seeing what happens. And then when I get home and I've kind of uploaded it, I go into YouTube and put a little funky, thumbnail on, and I'm having quite a lot of fun creating those on Canva. And I'm just playing at it, I guess.
Nice.
And it's fun, and it feels fun, rather than it feeling. But I'm having to ignore that voice of, it's too windy on that. Like I did one the other day, and when I got home and I listened to my computer, because I couldn't remember what I'd given it a title when I was speaking, but I was out walking, so I couldn't remember what I'd called it. So I started listening to it, and it was a bit windy. I had this headgear, this sort of headset thing on, but it was quite. You could even hear the wind, and I was about to go, oh, maybe I won't. And I just thought, oh, sod it, I'm just it's going out there now. I've said it. And if people want to listen to it, they'll listen to it, whether they'll watch it. And if they don't like the wind, they'll watch another video. You know what I mean? I can't really control that. But I think there's like a real different energy to the two of them, isn't there?
Yeah, there really is. I love that you just went ahead and did that. You just went ahead and put it out there, because someone's going to listen beyond the wind. And some people will not want to, and that's okay. It's their choice. So you didn't make the decision for them. You let them decide whether they want to try it out or not.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And that feels a lot more easeful than trying to do it all. I mean, I'm doing some videos where I'm sat on my computer screen and I'm, being a bit more formal with a bit of background and what have you. But those ones that I do out on my walk, they really feel fun. Like,
yeah,
definitely.
That's the key, right? How does it feel? How does trying something out feel? If it's feeling effortful, it's like, oh no, maybe, could be two things. Either you've overlaid an inspired idea with a whole lot of thinking, and now it feels effort, but not that. Not that. Before the thinking, when you get an urge to try something, that energy, that's really nice energy. And maybe it'd be worth it to just explore, when you feel like you want to try something. Is it because you think you should, or everyone else is doing it, or that kind of thing? That really kind of makes the difference in whether the word is, for you, your energy is moving it, or it's actually making your energy slow down and feel icky.
Yeah, and that's it, isn't it? It's just the felt sense of it. The felt sense of it in the body tells you everything, really. And that's what,
Yeah.
these days I tend to spend more of my time below the neck, as I say, what's going on below the neck. Because the mind's got something to say about flipping everything, hasn't it, really?
Sure does. Yeah.
To the point of
Yeah.
boredom.
Right? I get
Yeah.
tired of hearing some things that go on in my mind. It's like, ugh.
The repetition.
Enough.
Yeah. Shut up.
Shut up. Silence.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, that was a good word. I liked that word. It was good. And I like the way it kind of split into seeing those two meanings of it and how it can be heavy and light. It can be either, really, depending on how you look at it. Yeah, brilliant.
Doesn't it always come back to that in some way? How you look at it.
Oh, I mean,
the meaning you make of it.
100%,
or where it's coming from, kind of thing. Yeah.
Only 100% of the time. just every day, all the time. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
Indeed.
Oh,
thank you, Claire.
That was fun. Yeah, that was lovely. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's see you next time.
You betcha. Ciao for
Take
now.
care. Bye. Lots of love.
Hey, thank you for being a part of Navigating Life with Ease. We'd love to hear your feedback and receive a review on your favorite podcast platform. This will help others who'd also like more ease in their life to find us. We're here to support you, so if you've any words you'd like us to explore or you've a question, please reach out to us at navigatinglifewithease@gmail.com. Again, thanks for listening, and stay tuned for more episodes of Navigating Life with Ease.